What is up, Guardians? It's Mekabre, and we're back with yet another Destiny 2 video. Now, today's video is going to be covering a topic that I feel like a lot of people have not really looked into as much as they should be. Now, with the release of Witch Queen, we saw Void 3.0, and with Void 3.0, a slew of incredible Void weapons, most notably Funnel Web. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy using Funnel Web. I also enjoy using Void 3.0. However, with that being stated, there's something that I've enjoyed even more than Void 3.0, and that is Stasis. Now you might be saying, whoa, Mekabre, what are you talking about? Stasis didn't get any changes as far as we know. Nothing new was added to the subclass. And you'd be correct. To the subclass, they're more or less the same. But what did change? We got new Stasis weapons. Now what does this mean for those who are curious? Well, first and foremost, keep in mind, we only had a couple of Stasis options to begin with. Vulpecula, Peace Bond, Ayaz Luna, Fractithist, Aeger Scepter, and Reed's Regret, as well as Zephyr. Notable mention, not that it gets used a lot, but Zephyr was in there as well. That was it. That is the total amount of Stasis weapons we had pre-Witch Queen. Now, we have two new special weapons that are both Stasis. We also have 3 new heavy weapons that are Stasis, and a slew of primary ammo using weapons that we're going to dive into deeper here in a second. Now, before I get into the meat of this video, the meat and potatoes of this video, please take a moment to go down below, like and subscribe to this video if you haven't already. It takes you guys just a couple seconds to do. Matter of fact, you could have already been done with it. So what are you doing? Go down, just do it real quick. It helps me out. And it lets me know if you guys enjoy the content that I'm putting out, okay? Now, let's dive into it. Why am I so excited about new Stasis weapons, and why am I bringing it up? Well, like I said, a lot of people have been talking about Void 3.0 that has come with Witch Queen. And don't get me wrong, it's phenomenal in every way possible. But why am I more excited for Stasis? Well, Stasis is still that new-ish subclass. And I know Void 3.0 definitely feels like the newest one right now, but to me, Stasis still feels new and refreshing, especially with these weapons that now synergize with it that much more. What am I talking about? Well, let's go into the biggest thing you would want on a Stasis primary ammo weapon pre-Witch Queen, and that is Headstone. That in and of itself hasn't changed, but unless you enjoyed using a hand cannon or a sidearm 24/7, you didn't really have much of a choice. Now, let's say you need to use a pulse rifle, or perhaps you want to run an auto rifle. Or maybe you're like me and a majority of Destiny 2 players and want to use an SMG in popcorn content. Well, now you can, because literally all of those are options now. That is what I'm trying to get at. There are so many options for you, both in endgame content, in popcorn content, raid content, and everything in between. Heck, if you want to play PvP, some of these weapons aren't half bad in there. What am I getting at? Stasis feels better now than it did last season, not because of a change to the subclass, but a change to the weapons that are available. So what are some recommendations I have? Well, just to name a few, Forensic Nightmare, the SMG, if you are a fan of using SMGs. By no means is it an amazing SMG. It's very mid-tier, but it's not bad, so I highly recommend picking one up. Additionally, the 720 auto rifle crate is incredible. Rolling with either Subsistence Headstone or Overflow Headstone is definitely the way to go, and it works wonders, let me tell you. Additionally, perhaps you enjoyed Halfdan back in its day, you can now run Herod C. It's a Stasis 360 RPM auto from Gambit, keep in mind, so you do have to grind that game mode, unfortunately. But then you even have options, like I said, new special weapons, such as this season's sniper rifle, Thoughtless, which if you craft one and work it all the way up to enhanced overflow, you can get a crazy amount in the magazine. Or perhaps you're still interested in PvP, like I had stated earlier, and you want a fusion rifle that sits in your kinetic slot that's not Bastion. I'm just saying, you now have options. But it gets even better, because Bungie decided, hey, Reed's Regret is fun and all, but we need something that works better with Gallahorn. So they made Palmyra B, a stasis rocket launcher that is craftable and can be crafted with enhanced auto-loading, and then either lasting impression or explosive light. Not going to argue which is better. Personally, I use lasting impression. Choice is yours. But enhanced auto-loading allows the Izanagi combo with a rocket to work that much better, and you can now use a stasis subclass and get that bonus damage with the elemental wells. There's just so much going on. Additionally, the grenade launcher and the machine gun, very good weapons, but more ad clear oriented. Overall, the weapons that were added this season with Witch Queen have allowed us to take a subclass that we had some usability in endgame with and some popcorn usability, but it was more or less just used from time to time. Eyes Luna helped it out a lot, but now all of these new weapons help it out that much more. Now you want to take Stasis into endgame and actually have weapons that run with it? Heck, you can do that with something like Perseus D. It's a high impact scout rifle, so not the best of archetypes, but it can roll with rapid hit headstone. Can you ask for much more than that when you need it for anti-barrier? Personally, I don't think you can. Or maybe, like I stated earlier, you need an auto rifle for overload champs. You have the 720 crate, and it can roll with headstone, and overflow, and subsistence, and so many other amazing perks. All of these weapons being added have really opened the door for Stasis to allow for further build crafting, to say the very least. And why am I so excited once again? Because this hasn't been able to have been done beforehand. Don't get me wrong, I will still break out my peace bond and use that until I die because I love that sidearm to death. But now I'm definitely going to be using Forensic Nightmare and my crate a lot more often than peace bond or Eyes Luna. Now, the other thing that I think needs to be brought up in this conversation is stasis weapons. At this point in the game have showed that the stasis subclass is here to stay and is here to thrive. With that, I'm starting to wonder if maybe perhaps we'll see whatever new subclass drops with perhaps Lightfall or the final shape, if that subclass will be the same way. Perhaps a corruption subclass? Would we already have a taste of that with Thorn and Osteo Striker, or will it be that much better? All I'm saying is we've gotten a taste of how good Stasis can be, and this has just shown us that it will be even better, and I'm sure there's more to come. You know, maybe we can get a wave frame Stasis grenade launcher. That's all I'm asking for personally. I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comments down below. Is there a weapon that you need Stasis? Maybe it's an energy weapon. You just want a single Stasis energy weapon. Whatever it is, let me know in the comments down below. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. With that, I got nothing else to say. I'll catch you guys in the next video and or stream. And get back to grinding, you crazy guardians.